Hey guys, Fly here, just showing some quick duels against a couple of juggernauts, just two juggs. These are all in Marksman spec, and they are, well, the first one's one-sided, the second one's a bit closer. Basically, the idea is to keep the juggernaut as far away as you can, and this is to show that, I suppose. More so based around in a war zone situation. So, the way we wanted these first two to go was to keep the juggernaut starting off as close as possible to me as the sniper, just so at a warzone situation where a juggernaut would get to you. So I'll start off with a knockback and use a penetrating blast knockback. He uses saber ward, so I flashbang that because you don't want to DPS into saber ward as a marksman sniper. It's very bad. So grab some distance, keep the distance between him, always keep a gap away from him. Leg shot when the saber ward and flashbang ends, and then into hardcast ambush. Now I used evasion here because I thought he was actually going to just ravage me straight off, but he actually stunned me first, so I break, stun, gain some distance. Now I'm playing as a pussy by constantly gaining more distance, but that's how you need to play as a sniper. We are very squishy. So leg shot, ambush again, penetrating blasts, use against knockback. Now here he uses saber reflect, so I use diversion and gain some distance, and his health buff ends, so I use a quick takedown and finish him off. So that was basically what to do, I suppose. It was sort of just him poor timing on a lot of his abilities. Now this second one is what not to do from my point of view. I made a few mistakes that really cost me in this one. I'll point those mistakes out as they sort of come along. But the first one, it's a bit way in. So I start off with penetrating blast instead of my knockback because I knew that it was going to give me a knockback. Reset the penetrating blasts, knock him back again. Keep him at distance. Leg shot. Quite easy to use, short cooldown. Ambush. He reflects this. That was my first mistake. I tried to cancel it, but I couldn't. Didn't have enough time. So I roll back and then keep him at distance again. I hit a few shots of penetrating blast into his enraged defense, which is really bad, so I stun him and get as much distance as I can, and then line up in hardcast ambush. Here he AoE stuns me just as I'm using penetrating blast, so I flashbang him, and the biggest mistake here I did was to not gain more distance, so he can push me and then charge me. So I go full defense mode, diversion and evasion, so that he's not likely to hit me at all with any of his white number attacks. And then I get a rubber band roll, which is always lovely. I use my knockback to try and root him and then run, which I get a lucky leg shot into a saber ward there, and now I just pound him again to try and kill him before he gets close to me again, and I do. I got kind of lucky at the end there. But that was sort of a bit more of what not to do. Biggest one being don't DPS into saber ward or saber reflect even. Now this third and last one is more of a trolling one, I suppose. It was just sort of to show how easily snipers can keep juggernauts off them. We start off with a juggernaut close to me again. I stun, run away, wait for the stun to end, and as soon as the stun ends, go back into cover, leg shot. That's an easy one. Now I wasn't expecting him to push me back here, which he does, and then he uses ravage straight off, so I use diversion to block it all. And then just use all my defensives like shield probe and entrench, and then evasion, everything. Keep him at distance. Now he foolishly went the wrong way, and I take advantage of it. As soon as the leg shot route is about to end, I go back into cover. And he actually mentions in GameVox in our talk program that he just misses the charge. Same thing again. Knockback route. As soon as it ends, back into cover. Keep him at distance. Leg shot. Now, the reason I'm not DPSing at the moment is because this is purely just to show keeping a distance. Here I wanted to actually walk over to him and stun him, but he actually walks to me instead, so that was nice. And I stun, get some distance with the roll, and entrench, and shield probe. Now he uses saber reflect, so I flashbang that. Oh, sorry, saber ward, not saber reflect. Keeping distance, just waiting for saber ward to finish. Just a little bit of dancing to troll, and then leg shot. Keeping him at a distance. It's pretty easy. Now just sort of waiting for him to close the gap. I think I was thinking about doing a diversion there, but I decided to save it. So I used roll, entrench, and shield probe. Knockback failed, diversion, and evasion, so that he can't hit me, and I get a little bit of distance here. Now at this point, I actually wanted to see if how much I could burst him down with my such a little amount of health. So I just go all full on, and he gets me with a saber throw. It's quite a good throw. So that's just some tips. There are many more. If more people actually want to give me some ideas,